Hey guys, welcome back. This mildly sweet fried banana bread was a favorite with our boys growing up. They would enjoy eating this with chicken and also with milk as a snack. These are so easy to make. Just three ingredients: mashed banana, flour, and sugar. You can prepare the dough in advance and keep it in the fridge. I like to make mine with half plain flour and half whole wheat flour, but you could use either flour. It comes out nice and fluffy. You can also adjust the sweetness as per your own taste and also depending upon the bananas. It's a very good way to use overripe bananas. So let's get cooking. To start making the banana buns or the banana bread, we first start by mashing up the bananas. Now I have taken extra ripe bananas here, literally which have been over ripened, and that's what you need. So make sure that they're nice and soft. I have put two bananas here. I'm only going to put half of it first. So there's one banana to begin with, and in that a tablespoon of sugar. Now I don't want to add too much banana right now because when I'm making the dough, if I add too much banana, the dough will become very sticky. So I'm going to add just one, and if I need to add more, I can always add more. Now the banana gives it a very nice softness to the bread. It also gives it a very nice sweetness. And when you eat the bread, it is actually quite nice. It has a good banana flavor to it. But if you use raw bananas or just about ripe bananas, they're not going to work. It has to be over ripe bananas. It's also easy to mash them up. In this goes in red chili powder, cumin powder, little salt, some baking soda. It gives it a softness to the bread. That's all mixed in. Now goes in the flour. I have equal quantities of all-purpose flour and whole wheat flour. You can use just one flour, it's perfectly okay. You can just use only whole wheat flour if you like, but I like to use a mixture of whole wheat flour and all-purpose flour. I'm going to mix up all the spices and the banana with the flour. Oh, it smells so nice. The aroma of the banana is so nice in the bread. In this goes in yogurt. I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of yogurt first and see if I can make the dough with that. There is no water or any kind of a liquid in the dough. It is just banana and yogurt which gives it enough moisture to bind the dough together. At this stage, you have to get your hands dirty. So to remove all the excess flour from my spatula, to add a little oil, also a little oil on your palm because the dough will get sticky, so the oil helps you to knead the dough. I have used oil, but you can also use ghee if you want. It'll that work fine. Mix the dough together. What I will do is I'm going to put a piece of cloth under the bowl. It prevents it from moving around and also makes less noise for the camera. It becomes very irritating otherwise. Okay, so we're going to use our hand, and like I said, the oil helps it not to stick. The dough will not stick on your hands. I'm going to add a little more oil. Then what I will also add is little yogurt. So almost 2 tablespoons of yogurt. So there is yogurt, there is banana to give it moisture, there is a little bit of oil, and then you also have baking soda, which helps the bread to remain soft. Yes, it's all coming together. This has almost come together. And what I will do now is transfer this on to my tabletop and to knead the dough. You don't need to overwork the dough too much. This is just about right. Put the dough back together. There we are. The dough is ready. Goes back into the bowl. Little oil just to lightly glaze the bread, or to glaze the dough rather. And then I'm going to cover the dough now. This will need to remain for a good 1 hour at least. If you can leave it for 4 or 5 hours, even better, but 1 hour should do the trick. It will help the dough to rest and soften up. Once that is done, we're going to roll them out, then we'll deep fry to make our wonderful tasty banana bread. The dough has rested and is ready. I'm going to now shape it into a small dough ball. So rub the dough ball between the palms and you get a nice smooth ball. There we are. So that's all the banana dough balls done. Then goes in the oil on top of the cooker. I'm going to heat up the oil to deep fry the puris or the buns. So while that heats up, I'm going to start rolling the bread. Dust your work surface with a little bit of flour. And roll the puris out. Don't have to make them very fine or very thin. They need to be slightly on the thicker side. So I would say approximately 3 to 4 millimeter thickness. So half a centimeter thickness should be enough. So roll the puris into approximately 3 to 3.5 inch radius or diameter. So whenever we fry anything, deep fry or shallow fry, and there's oil being used, always try and take it out into a plate or a bowl lined with an absorbent paper that absorbs oily oil, so you don't get all the fat and oil on your breads or your pakoras or the fritters. The paper absorbs a lot of that. Lightly dust. So while the oil gets hot, I'm going to actually roll a few of the buns. We call them buns, but they're actually also puris. But in Bangalore, they call these breads as buns. And they have it almost all of the day. There's no fixed time to have them. A great snack. Have them with some chutney, with a nice cup of South Indian coffee or a kadak chai. I think it's fantastic. I've rolled out a few of the banana bread now. Yes. Yeah, the oil is just about hot. So I'm going to dust off all the extra flour from the puris and just swirl them in. Lower the heat slightly, and all you do is press it lightly down and look at that. It puffs up so well. Nice and golden. And the aroma of the banana with the bread, with the spices, the cumin powder and the red chilli. Oh, and the banana just works so well. That's one down. Let's go for a second one. Dust off the extra flour. And there's a trick of putting in the water. There's a trick of putting it into the oil actually. With your fingers, just go around and just swirl it. What that does is it helps the oil to spin around the bread and the heat puffs it up. And see that? Instantly it puffs up. And because there is banana in it, it got sugar in it, it also gives the sweetness, the sugars, caramelizes and gives a very nice brown color. Let's flip it over one more time. Oops, there we are, nice and golden. Drain off all the extra oil. Lower the heat slightly. And there we go. Lightly press it down and the bread just puffs up and swells up. There we go. Look at that. Nice and fluffy, like light pillows. Got that. I'm going to take one in my hand and I'm going to try and break it up and let's see how it looks. You can see that. Look at the bread. Nice and fluffy and light. Oh wow. The taste of the banana is so nice. Best had really warm, freshly fried, and have it taste so nice. You get the nice flavor of the banana, the ripe bananas, and the chili gives it a very little kick. Just fantastic. All I'm missing now is some hot drink, a good South Indian coffee, kapi, or a nice kadak chai. So make sure you try this at home. A very simple Mangalorean banana bread or banana bun. Make it for your friends, make it for your families, and do not forget to tag me. So until next time, happy cooking. Oh.